Several people are reported dead in an explosion at a metro station in Minsk, the capital of Belarus. Between 5 and 7 people are said to have been killed, dozens more have been injured. The blast is said to have happened as 2 trains were pulling into the Oktyabrskaya metro station near the offices of President Alexander Lukashenko. There is as yet no indication of what caused the explosion during the evening rush hour in Minsk city centre. But it comes amid political tensions surrounding the controversial re-election of President Lukashenko in December, in a poll widely denounced as fraudulent. Many opposition figures were detained and some remain behind bars.
Oliver, this is, of course, now a security story, a story about those who've been killed and injured. But as you're indicating, it also becomes political very fast. Our editor from our BBC Russian service was saying this will give Vladimir Putin the opportunity, or he may feel it being the need, to crack down further.
Well, I think that's definitely true. I mean, I wouldn't want to make too many assumptions at this point, but you know that we've been here before in history. We have the Reichstag fire, the Kirov murder. I suppose it's not a question about who actually did it, but the response, which is how it's going to be used now. Already after the protests of last week, the unexpected protests, pretty much single-handedly masterminded by Putin's main foe, Alexei Navalny, came completely unexpectedly. And the response, there would have been a crackdown in any case. This will give them all the more opportunity to do that. And certainly, the cynic amongst us might say that, this is something which might benefit the regime. I wouldn't want to make those assumptions, but certainly it will be one of the theories being bounded around.
Oliver, I think it is worth reminding our viewers, telling them a little more about that, because the demonstrations against Mr. Putin's administration in support of greater freedom were the largest that have been seen for a long time.
Yes, certainly since 2011. They were smaller than 2011, but what was significant about them is they came out of nowhere. And people, Russia, since that big clampdown which happened after 2011, when Putin was returned for the 4th, 5th time in 2012, people basically got used to a repressive regime. And these particular protests weren't even sanctioned. So in Russia, after a new law which came in Putin's second term, all protests have to be sanctioned, agreed by the authorities. These weren't agreed. And so people who were coming out to protest were putting themselves at risk of a 15-day administrative jail sentence. So the fact that so many came out is significant.